Hey guys, it's Keisha and Melody with KLM Crafting. Welcome to our class.
Yes, we're so excited to be here with the Stampin' Scrapbook Expo Mega Make and Take event today. Hopefully you all have your kits.
Pack. Look at all this fun paper from Echo Park Paper. It's I Love Crafting because we are going to make the cutest scrapbook page to document us crafting.
Because that is where we're finding our joy right now.
Yes.
In our crafts, and we document everybody else all the time, but never the things that make us happy. So we wanted to do that. So
welcome, and I hope you enjoy the class, and let's get going.
Let's go.
Okay guys, let's get going.
All right, here we go. So you guys have access to the instruction sheets from what I understand. So there are a couple of different options that you can do for making this project. I like to show things how I do them, but you guys are obviously welcome to do it however way you see fit. If you can tell by the photo of the layout, you get to choose whatever color like you want your base to be. If you don't want it to be pink, because I know some people aren't fans of pink, you have the option of orange, you have the option of yellow, you have the option of green. You can do your base however you want. We chose to do our base pink, probably because we like pink more than we should, I don't know. But so we're gonna start our layout. So what we're gonna do first is just cut the tab off of your 12 by 12 paper. So whichever color you choose, you're gonna use the entire 12 by 12 as your layout base. So this is, we're going to choose pink for ours. We cut the tab off. Then what you're going to do is you're going to choose 4 3 by 4 journal cards. Now, if you look at the second page of your instruction sheet at the very end, there's a note there where it'll tell you what size to cut things if by chance you like the 4 by 4 journal cards better. We wanted to add that in there so that you guys could make your own choice as to what you liked better. So you can either choose the 4 by 4 journal cards, which is included in your kit as well, or the 3 by 4 journal cards in your layout. So you can do either one that you want, whichever one you like best. So I like to choose the Crafting is my jam because crafting is my jam. I like to choose This is my happy place because crafting is my happy place. I like to hide from my family.
That's my favorite. I'm crafting, I sweat glitter.
I'm so crafty, I sweat glitter. That's a fun one. I also chose this one. I don't always craft. Oh wait, yes I do, because I thought that one was super cute. And then I chose just the solid pink journal one as my other one, so I could write something on my layout when I go back to actually make it. Again, whichever ones you want to use, by all means use. We're only using another smidgen of the back side of the paper, so don't worry about it. You can use anything you want. It's really great when you have your Cutterpillar trimmers, when you have to cut out your journal card papers that you get from all of our favorite manufacturers. This is Echo Park, by the way, which we love, because with this light on, you can actually see your cut line. And so you don't even really have to measure it. Like for anything else, I always have to measure down the 4 inches to make sure I'm not going to mess that up. But with this, I just go with the light.
All the time.
Don't even need to worry about it.
Yeah.
I can just cut with the light, and then I know I'm going to be good and straight and get it exactly where I want it to be. So go ahead and cut out your 4 favorites. Now with the trimmers, we mentioned in our product video, which you guys will watch a little bit later, your blades on your trimmer are self-sharpening. So you don't ever have to run to your craft store at 9:05 at night when they closed 5 minutes ago and you worry that you can't finish your project because
your blade is dull.
Your blade's dull. You don't have to worry about that. So you can just continue to use that and not ever worry. Now, if you can see, I put that pink one aside. I'm going to pull it back up in just a second here. I did not notice that I was cutting it off a little bit. The cool thing about the Cutterpillar also is, I need my reading glasses to do this. This is kind of hard for me. You can cut the tiniest little sliver off the bottom of something. If you cut it a little bit crooked, you can totally get the tiniest little sliver off. You don't have to try to take out your scissors because you know who cuts straight. Nobody cuts straight. I don't cut straight with scissors. So cut these 4 pieces out that are your favorites. And one more. Keisha's finding my reading glasses. Thank you very much.
If you need them.
If just in case, that's fantastic. So there are our four 3x4 cards. Now the other thing that you can do, which I always like to do when I make my projects, is ink my edges. My favorite thing to use is chalk ink, because it's really nice and rich. I also like to use, I'm sure this is something that most everybody does, but I like to use a little dauber, because sometimes the chalk ink gets a little bit too much. It gets a little too dark, a little too thick. But I always like to do all of my edges.
And you can ink them whatever color you want.
Yes, so in the, thank you, in the example page, I'm making a mess. In the example page,
Here, you want to do it on the glass mat?
the ink is actually, it's just, yeah.
There you go.
We'll do it on the glass mat on our light board because it cleans up so much easier. Now I lost my train of thought on that, so sorry about that.
Sorry, when you're inking the edges.
Oh, I did the edges pink on the
Sample.
the original sample. I did them pink because, you know, a little variety is always good. I used to think when I started scrapbooking, how long have we been scrapbooking together?
Oh,
20
our boys were like 1, so a long time.
So her oldest son and my youngest son,
The only son.
my only son, my younger son, are the exact same age. They're only 5 days apart. We used to scrapbook once a week, every Friday.
So fun.
We would scrapbook and the boys would just play. And they did really good when they were first babies, and then they started crawling, and they would just crawl around the house and under our table, under our feet, everywhere. And we got less and less done the bigger they got.
Yes.
So now they're 21 and they think they know everything,
Yeah.
and they don't scrapbook with us anymore.
No.
They're rude.
That's sad.
It is sad.
Guess they have their own lives now.
Yeah, whatever. They want to be big. They think they know stuff, whatever. They go to work and they go to school and they play video games and don't come visit very often.
Yep.
And all those fun things. So anyway, okay, we've got our 4 cards done. Now that was a whole lot of work to just set aside for a minute, but we're just going to set those aside for just a minute. Okay.
And notice how she did it on the glass mat.
Yes.
And you can just clean that right off. It's really, really handy. Keep
Yeah.
the mess in one area.
Keep
and
the
just
mess
clean
on
it
one
off.
thing.
Yep.
This you can wash in the sink.
Yep.
If you get glue or anything stuck on it, you can scrape it off with a razor blade. The glass mat is great for all of your mixed media. It's like the very best thing. It's the most handy thing to have. It's really fantastic. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you're going to cut your paper. That is called DIY Queen, which is, thank you, the diagonal stripe one. You're going to cut about 2 inches off, and you're going to want to cut it from the top. Well, I guess it doesn't matter on this one, but I like to cut it from the top. Now, there's a little trick when you're doing smaller pieces with your Cutterpillar, because there isn't a measuring thing on the other side. It's not that big of a deal. If you just need 2 inches, I just cut the paper down at 10. Now, I finally have a reason that I use my math
skills.
my math skills.
You measure backwards,
So I
basically.
learned how to measure backwards, and that's what you do. And then this is going to be stuck down on your left edge of your paper. Again, ink it if you want. Try to keep try to keep a little bit on the right side, not stuck, because we're gonna, no wait, not this one, never mind. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Just stick it on the end. Put however much adhesive you want. Take that sucker on, stick it on there. Okay, so that goes down the left side, and again, ink it if you want. This one I'm not going to use the dauber, because this will go a little bit quicker if I don't use the dauber. We're just going to do a thicker ink. There we go. Then we're going to take your plaid paper, which is called Creative Beauty, and we are going to cut a piece 12 inches by 3.5 inches. Now this is the one when you go to stick it down. Don't put, thank you, don't put your adhesive on the far right side, because what we're going to do is we are going to stick a sticker, border sticker underneath that. So just leave a little bit showing of your diagonal, not a ton, however much you want, just a little bit. I'm going to ink this up again with, so this piece again is 3.5 inches wide by the full 12 inches long. It's the plaid paper. And that we're going to stick down. So your diagonal is sticking out from underneath it, but leave a little space because next we are going to stick our 12-inch border sticker on. Seriously, maybe I need new reading glasses already. I just started using them and now I feel like I need them stronger. What does that say about ya? So take your blue 12-inch border sticker. It seems it's a little weird to ink up your edges, but on your stickers because they're kind of a glossy thing, which is why I like to use a dauber or a foam brush to do that.
It just makes the sticker pop, though.
It does.
So
I think
cute.
it adds depth to it a little bit. I tend to either I matte everything 4 or 5 times, or I ink everything. And it's just a habit I got into years ago, and I've just never stopped. So I'm saying it's a good one. Okay, so you're just going to kind of slip that underneath here. And it's a little, be careful not to push down too hard, because if you don't want to stick it crooked. And it's really easy to stick crooked, I have found, when I try to stick things under things. So that's just me. You guys out there are probably way better at this than I am. But there you've got your border sticker. Okay.
Cute.
Now what we are going to do is cut 4 pieces of, they're going to mat your little cards that you saved out of the solid paper. So this, we're going to do orange. But again, if you chose a different color for your base, choose another color for your mats. And the thing that I love about 𝐒𝐿 paper is
matches.
all the colors always match within the
Yes.
collection. So you can mix and match all of the solids and all of the things. And 𝐒𝐿 been a fantastic partner for us this year to help us with the make and takes, because we love our tools, but we don't make paper at Cutterpillar. So this has been fantastic. So this you are making 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. So that you got to cut 4 pieces. So I'll do my 4 3/4, kablooey, then 3 1/4, 4 more times. And this, like I said, the Cutterpillar will cut in either direction. 3 1/4. And 1 more. 3 1/4. Whoops, that's 2 1/4. I think I cut those wrong.
Yep, you did.
I did. Okay, so we're going to try those again. So we're going to go 4 3/4. That's the other thing. There's enough in your kit, if you're like me and you need new glasses. I just did that one wrong too.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, probably. So I'm just going to show you. Keisha's going to cut these for me. And I'm just going to show you what you're going to do. This is not the correct size, but I'm going to show you what you're going to do on this one. You're going to take your little pieces and you're going to take your scoring board.
It's that one, right?
Yeah, 3 1/4, 4 3/4. You're going to take your scoring board and you're going to score each one of them at 1/2 inch from the top. Now I'm using our Cutterpillar crease, which is the new scoring board. And this is so great. This doesn't matter which direction your paper is. It doesn't matter anything like that. You can use your reverse scoring rule here and you can score anything. You use the back end of your tool and you can score it any direction. You don't have to go with the grain. You can go against the grain. I'm just going to do a little quick demo of it here. And it makes a beautiful score no matter what. It's really, it doesn't matter which direction you fold, any thickness of paper, anything like that. But because it's so close to the edge, I'm going to use the ball stylus side. And you're just going to score these each at 1/2 inch from the top. Now the ball stylus makes it so, unlike a bone folder that you get with most scoring boards, you can easily crack through your paper. But with the ball stylus, you don't have that issue. It's really a wonderful thing to have because you get these smooth scores every time and you don't have to stress about it. So one more piece and we will have the 4 that we need. Then you're just going to mat your 3x4 cards right into the area here below the score. So make sure that they're centered in that area right below the score. Score all these at 1/2 inch. And then you're going to mat your little guys right on it. Now this little we're making kind of a little waterfall where you can flip them up and you can put anything you want underneath them. Now I know there's a lot of cool tools out there that lately that are doing waterfall thingies. I don't have any of those yet.
I don't either.
So we're going a little bit old school on this.
We are a little old school.
But you know, sometimes the old school is fine.
Yeah.
So after you do these, you're just gonna sort of lay out the 4 of your favorite. You just chose your favorite ones, so you're gonna lay them out. It doesn't matter what order. You don't follow the order I have. Use whatever order you want because hopefully you chose whatever 3x4 cards you want. You didn't necessarily choose the same 4 I did, but these are meant to fit right inside this plaid area over here on the left side of your layout. So hopefully I did it all right and measured everything correctly in the first place. So you're just going to have a hint of the plaid showing. So you're just going to kind of decide where you want these. I like to go like green then pink then white then pink so that the pinks aren't all stuck together, but do them however you want. So once you kind of have them kind of figured out where you want them to be, which area you want them to go, all you're going to do is you are going to bend the top just a little bit. You're going to put your adhesive just on the top and then you're going to stick it wherever you decided it to go. Now, I am not a measurer, obviously. That's why I have Keisha around me all the time because she's much more seasoned in the actually measuring of things.
Precise.
I like to, I just sort of eyeball things. So mine are probably not going to end up even all the way up, but I am trying to make sure that they're lined up on top of each other. So you have the same lines on either side. Other than that, spread them out. Put them all together, stick them all at the top, leave a space at the bottom, you know, however you would prefer to do that.
This is your page. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I've taught classes now for off and on for what, 15, 17 years or so. And I always feel so bad when people think that they messed up because they didn't make it exactly the same as mine. Well,
no.
Don't.
No.
Do it however you want. And obviously because I'm not there to watch you, I can't scold you anyway, so do it however you want. So now you've got these little flip ups where you can put something up here, you can put a little journal tag here, you can put little photos, you can put little envelopes and hide things that you told your family you didn't ever buy, you know, whatever works, whatever you need to do. So that side is done. Now, we are going to cut 2 photo mats out of our plaid paper. If you could grab that for me, thank you very much. I cut the photo mats at 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. Now, you might want to leave this part blank until you decide what photos you're going to put on it. I don't know. Sometimes I do things like this early and then I have to go take pictures of things to fit into the size of the photos that I created on the photo mat. Yeah. So, and not that that's a bad thing. I have been accused of staging photo shoots with my girls just to fit the scrapbook paper I liked so much. And you know what? That's all totally fine to do. There is not one thing wrong with that.
No, it's all about the crafting.
It is. So these photo mats are just going to go just kind of off center over here, overlapping your I think I cut these wrong too.
I think you did too.
They don't look right, do they?
No, they look too big.
See, this is where you're going to end up cutting. You're going to go take weird photos just to fit that size, but it's going to be fine. We're going to put them down anyway because they're a little chubby, but we're gonna.
Hey, it's the holidays. Aren't we all?
We all are a little bit chubby, and I think I cut I don't know what's wrong with me today.
I don't either. It's funny.
But this is the thing about crafting and scrapbooking. There's nothing ever wrong. You get to do whatever you want.
Yeah,
And
it still looks great.
it still works and it fits what you want and you get to add things and all that fun stuff. So it's totally fine. Okay. So we are going to use some stickers to decorate. Now, the thing I love about a sheet of 12 by 12 stickers is that you could do so much with it. I love the ephemera and I love the enamel dots and I love the brads and I love all that stuff too, but you can do so much with just a sheet of stickers. And 𝐂𝐭 does such a good job with all of their icons and everything on their stickers. So we're really excited to use it. So what we're going to do, we're going to do just a little embellishment cluster right here in the middle. We are going to take our button jar. Now, again, use whatever you want, but this is what we did. We used our little button jar. Now, it's going to look a little bit different than the original, only because I don't have the same amount of space here. But again, that's okay. So we're using the button jar and we're using a paintbrush. And the other thing that you can do with stickers is pop dot them up. And when you do that, it adds a little extra pizzazz, which is really fun. So I'm just going to kind of stick that down like that because eventually I'm going to stick a photo on there. And then your paint can, because what good is a paintbrush without a paint can? Unless you like to collect those, and that is totally fine too. And then we're going to use Keisha's favorite, again, when in doubt, just add glitter. Yep. And we're going to use a couple of little pops to make that stick out just a little bit. And we're going to stick that right here. And then we are going to take our little flowers to stick under it. Now, what I'm going to do, because I have less space than I had before, I am going to use an X-Acto knife and I'm going to trim this little sticker down. I dropped my cutting mat. So the glow board that we are crafting on right here comes with self-healing cutting mats. Now, this mat that I'm going to use is not the one that actually comes with the board. This one is clear, so you don't, this one with the grid is what comes with the boards. This one that is clear is an additional mat, but it's kind of nice because depending on what you're doing, sometimes you don't want the board in the way. So I'm just going to use this and I am just going to cut this out. This is my new favorite way to fussy cut things. I used to use those little scissors all the time.
No, this is the only way to fussy cut because I always end up cutting myself with those little scissors.
With those little scissors.
Your fingers are always in the way. That's what I feel like. They're always in the way when you're trying to cut it.
And I used to think like maybe I just have overly big fingers, but I don't.
Same. No, my fingers.
I don't. Okay. But yeah, you can just fussy cut with any X-Acto knife. I love the pen blade because they're safe when they're closed. They're like that. And you just use them like a pencil.
Yeah, pencil.
It's so much easier to use. And
with the light being underneath, you can actually see where you need to use.
You can see what you're doing. And you can fussy cut right on your mat. Now, you don't have to fussy cut these out. But I have less space than I planned on. So I am fussy cutting these out. Again, there are no mistakes. There are no mistakes in crafting. You get to do however you want. Okay, so now I'm going to stick that just behind here. And because I cut that off, I'm going to lift my button sticker back up just a little bit. And there we go. Ta-da! So that's our first little embellishment cluster. Now, when we do our second one, we are going to cut a little bit out of the Inspiring Words paper. This paper right here. We are going to cut a piece 2.5 inches by 6 inches, and we're going to turn it into a little bit of a banner flag. I'm going to cut it a little shorter than the 2.5 right now because, again, I made really big photo mats. So I'm going to just do mine at 2 inches. But if you cut the same size photo mats that I originally said cut, you should be fine. Doing it at 2.5. But again, just roll with it and make whatever comes. And then we're going to make this a little, again, with our cutting mat. we are going to cut out a little triangle on the side here. And that will be our banner flag. Now you can use scissors to do this if you want. Probably would have better if I used the one with the grid because then I could maybe cut straighter. But alas, this is just for fun. So you're going to stick that down first. I'm going to ink it a little bit. Now make sure you go to our Facebook page, KLM Crafting. We do a lot of fun stuff there. We do a lot of giveaways there. Go to our website, klmcrafting.com. That is where you're going to find all the products and the specials we have going on right now for this event. Check the bundle specials page. That is where you're going to get your best deal on products.
Yes.
And use code NOSHIP to get free shipping on your stuff.
Over $50.
Over $50. Yes.
And that code will be good through the first of the year. So January 1st is when that code will expire.
Yes. Now we're going to cut a piece of solid. Again, because I used orange here, I'm going to use the yellow solid here. If you used a different color, again, since it all mixes and matches, it doesn't matter what color you use. But I'm just going to use a little solid piece just so it kind of helps the stickers that we're going to use pop out a little bit more. So we're going to do this 3 3/4 by 2 3/4, just so we have a little bit, just a little bit of a palette or a little base to put our sticker cluster down here at the bottom on. We're going to ink it. Again, that was 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. We're going to ink it a little bit. And then we're just going to stick it down at a little bit of an angle right here, overlapping your little banner that you made. Maybe we're going to put tiny little photos on here when I get done.
Really
they're gonna, that's all right. We're going to put little like Polaroid shorties, little Instax or something like that. That's the thing. You could do whatever. You could do whatever. So, okay. So we're going to use that. Then we are going to use, Craft Like No One's Watching, and this one is the big one that we are going to pop up. I'm going to ink it a little bit. This is going to be kind of our middle anchor. We're going to ink that just a little bit. We're going to use some dots here to pop it up a little. Yep, thank you. Beautiful. And that's going to kind of be in the middle of your solid piece here. Now we're going to stick some other stuff over the top. We're going to stick the glasses over the top because if all y'all are like me, you need your reading glasses to craft nowadays.
Or they could be sunglasses.
Or they could be sunglasses for those of you like 𝐒𝐿𝐭 who don't need the reading glasses yet.
Not yet.
That she does enjoy reminding me of. Now there is a little trick that if you are using stickers like this and you stick stuff down by accident, take a little brush and a little bit of baby powder and put that right on the back of your sticker, and it makes the sticky go away.
That's nice.
So that you don't have this kind of thing to worry about when they stick down. But then we're going to use this sticker, this cute floral cluster sticker here. And again, I'm going to cut some of it off because it's a little bit big for what we're doing here. So I'm just going to trim some of it off on my light board and my cutting mat here.
I'm having fun over here.
You're playing with the glue over there?
Yeah.
So now that I'm just going to stick underneath here. There. Then I'm going to add the little blue ruler, and again, just add, you know, whatever little sticker strikes your fancy, because it could be just about anything. Then I'm going to stick some little buttons. I'm going to use the pink one here. Probably stick a little pop dot under that in a minute. A little blue one, and a little red one, or dark pink, I guess it is. And then this is my favorite icon from this cute little collection from Echo Park. I love this little girl.
She's cute.
She's so stinking cute. She makes me feel like maybe I could be as crafty as her one day. I just feel like she's so
She's a glue gun.
joyous, and she has a glue gun and a scissor, and she's just pop dots on this one, because this one's going to be kind of to the left of your little word sticker there. And we're going to stick her a little bit on, a little bit off, and a little bit under the glasses, a little bit over, just to make sure that she can see. You can see what she's doing. And there we go.
How cute.
There is our cute little, now if you look at the original, there's some other little sticker clusters in other spots. I'm not doing those right now because you can leave them on or do those or not do those or make it however you want. We just wanted to use this collection because
we like to craft.
We
and
love
want
to craft.
Document our crafting.
Yeah, because it's one of the things that brings you joy. At least I do always end up scrapbooking my kids and my grandkids and my husband, because they all bring me joy. And this brings me so much joy too, almost as much as them. But
True.
you need to document all of your fun things, them
Definitely.
and yourself.
And
So
once we can have crops again, we can start taking pictures, and this collection will be great.
yes,
Because you can take the pictures at the crop and then bring them home and put them on your beautiful scrapbook page.
that just made me think of everyone out there using this page as the first time you get to go crop with your best friend again.
Yes.
Take your photos, put them on this page, write how you felt about this crazy year that now is almost over, and hopefully we'll all be together again soon.
Yes.
But we really appreciate you joining us, and thanks to Stampin' Scrapbook Expo for putting these together. Make sure you go to klmcrafting.com and check out the products there and the specials we have going. And Merry Christmas to those who celebrate that coming up. Happy holidays to the
Hanukkah.
rest. Happy Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa.
My husband likes to do Festivus a la Seinfeld right after Christmas at our house as well.
And
We
check out
appreciate
our
it.
Facebook again, like we said. We're on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook, we do all of our contests, and we put videos up there sometimes, and we have some fun things going on there. So
Yes.
come check us out. Thanks again for watching. Stay safe.
Thanks so much.
Happy crafting. Hey everyone, it's Keisha and Melody with KLM Crafting. How are you guys? I hope you're all doing well.
Almost Merry, almost Christmas to y'all out there.
Happy holidays.
We're excited to see you, or for you to see us. We're not really seeing you, unfortunately.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today. We've got some fun stuff to show you from Cutterpillar. We are going to start over here with our paper trimmers. Melody's going to show you how cool these guys are.
So I'm going to show you why the Cutterpillar paper trimmers are the best, and there's a few reasons for that. So first of all, your blade is inside this cartridge here. So you are not going to cut your fingers off when you're trying to cut. If you accidentally get your finger over there, you're not going to cut it. Second of all, if you can see in there, they actually run on a gear system. The gear track is inside the bar here, and the gears are what actually moves the blade. So you don't have to push down and cut through the paper. The system actually does it for you. It's a hardened steel blade in the cartridge here, and a softer metal steel here. So every time it rubs against itself, it actually sharpens itself. So you do not ever have to replace this blade. It kind of works like sharpening your knives in your kitchen. It always continues to sharpen itself. Then we have the piece de resistance. We have your LED light bar here, and that lights up your cutting line. So when you are cutting the little headers off of the bottom of your papers, you can actually see where you're going, and you can get that cut right at that spot that you want it to be, because you can actually see what you're doing. Now, because of all of these things and because of how smooth it works, you can actually cut down to about 1/64 of an inch. Let me just show you here if I can get it. Now, it'll cut in both directions. I like to go one direction, but it'll go both ways, and you can cut super small. So if you mat your photos a little bit off, you can actually go back and trim that off easily with this, and straight, not like how we try to cut with our scissors. Now we have two versions of the trimmer. This one here that I'm using is the Pro. So this is the full-size tabletop model. This one has a storage drawer here where you can add some paper, you can keep some supplies in here, you can hide your favorite candy in here so your family can't find it. Whatever you need to do, or money, we've done that. Shh, don't tell. Or we have our crop here. Now the mechanism on the crop here works exactly the same as the mechanism on the Pro, but it takes up less space on your table and it has the fold-out measuring arm. So this one measures out to about 17.5 inches, but it takes up a lot less space and it makes it so it's easier to travel with you when you get to go crop with your friends or you get to go to events again or anything like that. And since we're mentioning that, we do also have tote bags to go with both sizes. This is the tote bag for the Pro. Now they're double padded and they have an internal pocket here and little straps here that hold down your trimmer. It has your padded shoulder strap as well as your briefcase handles. But it also has a little tab on the back. So if you need to stick it on a rolly cart or a suitcase, you can do that. Now we have a special going on our page on KLMcrafting.com. If you go to the bundle specials page, you will find a special price on a deal with the trimmer and the tote together. And while I'm talking about the website KLMcrafting.com, make sure if you use code NOSHIP, every order over $50 will get free shipping.
Yeah, and that's good through January 1st.
January 1st, that special shipping coupon is good through the 1st. Yes, and 𝐒𝐿 is now going to show us the glow light boards.
These are awesome. So it's a super thin LED light board. You can see how thin that is right there. It's got 3 levels of light. And it comes with this self-healing cutting mat. So the mat fits right here. You can cut anything on here. You can use a rotary blade. It'll take the cut of the rotary blade. It will take the cut of an X-Acto knife, anything. And the cool thing is you can cut your paper, your pictures, your vellum, your vinyl, anything you want to cut, you can do it right here on your light board.
Fabric, if you sew a quilt, you can cut your fabric on there too. Yep.
And you can line it up because you've got this grid throughout here and the light comes from underneath. So you're able to see exactly where you need to cut your lines, which is super handy. So this one right here is called our basic. It's the green one. We have our premium model over here. It's the exact same size as the basic, but this one is super cool because this one will work off of the plug for about 4 hours if it's fully charged. So this one is great to take to crops or classes. That way, you know, sometimes you have a really dark classroom or something, you can have your own personal lighting area.
Your whole table lit up, your whole space.
Yeah. So that is our premium model. Then over here, we've got our ultra model. Now this one is my favorite because this one gets super bright. It's got the 3 levels also, but the mat goes all the way to the edge. So if you have your 2 scrapbook pages, you can lay them out and they'll fit right here and you can line up your titles. You can line everything up and you can just see everything. As you can see, I've used this mat quite a bit. This is like my go-to. I use this mat for everything. One of the things that I love to do on here is the diamond painting. So if you want to come take a look at this, normally you're doing the diamond painting like this and you put your little beads and you kind of look and it's hard to see, but with the light underneath, look at that. Like it's amazing what a difference it is when you have the light from underneath to see each one of those little patterns because you can get all your little diamonds in the right spot, which is awesome.
Yes.
I mean, I don't even think I'd do it without the
I wouldn't do it without it. My eyes are getting so bad these days that I would not do it without it.
So we've got a couple of accessories that are super fun for our light boards. The first one I'm going to talk about is our tempered glass piece. This one is super awesome because this one you can do anything with heat, glue, stamp, anything right on here. Because as you can see, I've painted on here. And if you get a little paint on there, all you have to do, super handy, you just can scrape it off. Because it's a tempered piece of glass, so you're never going to disrupt the glass.
Yeah, you won't scratch it.
And you won't disrupt this pattern underneath because it's under here. You never have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I've even taken it up to the sink and actually washed it off if I get too much glue or paint on there. So this is really nice. It'll fit on half of your big size. It'll fit right here on your premium model.
So great for all of your mixed media.
Yeah.
It'll
Even
take
embossing.
the heat of an embossing gun or an iron. Again, if you sew at all, you can iron on top of this.
Glitter.
On top of your light.
If you guys love glitter like I love glitter, I get glitter everywhere. So when I'm doing my glitter, I do it on here because I can just take this and clean it off. I don't have to worry about getting it everywhere. Because glitter goes everywhere.
Glitter goes everywhere. Glitter goes everywhere.
It does. So
now,
that's our glass mat.
Yes. So go to KLMcrafting.com and find all of that stuff. The bundle specials page that we mentioned at KLM Crafting also has bundle specials for our light boards, along with the tote bags for those. So we've got tote bags for those as well. This one here is the tote for our basic and premium size. It's a neoprene, kind of like an iPad sleeve. It's got a divider pocket here in the middle, so you can put your boards and your mats all in there. It has a front zipper pocket here, so you can put your power cords and any other tools that you might be taking around with you. It's got the briefcase handle. It's also got a little tab on the back to slide it on, a rolly cart. It also comes with a shoulder strap that fell out of this one, but luckily we are like the Today Show when we're cooking. We have another one. So this is the shoulder strap as well. So it comes with both. Now the Ultra bag is really cool.
It is super cool. So it's obviously bigger. It's got reinforced corners. It's got little feet on the bottom so you can store your Ultra bag or your Ultra straight up and down. Your board and your mat fit right in here. This is all padded all the way through. You've got this extra little pocket for your electrical cords or whatever you want to bring. You've also got this zipper pocket right here. You can put all your tools in here. Your papers, your, embellishments, your vellum, anything you want right in here. It's got a shoulder strap, and it's also got these briefcase handles. The best part though, this is my favorite, is you've got this extra strap right here to take a little pressure off your shoulder, because this is about 11 pounds. So it's a little heavier than the other two, but we've carried it on a plane before, so it is possible.
Yes.
So that is the storage tote for the Ultra.
You can take that to your friend's house and make them jealous.
Yes,
it's okay.
you can, because this one's super awesome.
Yes.
So we have another.
So this is the newest paper crafting product from Cutterpillar. This is our crease scoring board. Now, at first glance, it looks like a normal scoring board, but first thing is that it is translucent. So you can use it in conjunction with your light board. You don't have to, but you can. You can see your negative lines light up that way, so you can actually do your work on the light board, and it's helpful to be able to see what you're doing with that. Now, what we tried to do is solve the problem of when you score, and this always ends up happening to your cardstock, especially if you're doing like 100-pound thick cardstock or textured cardstock.
Yes.
You have to be careful which way you score it, if it's with the grain or against the grain or all of those things. And it's so frustrating when you go and you do it and you messed your project up by accident. So we have solved that by adding an extra tool to the scoring board. So your tools are over here in this little compartment. You have your stylus here, which is a ball stylus. So you can actually score just about anything with the ball stylus end if you want to, and you're used to doing it in your grooves. The ball stylus works better than your typical bone folder because it doesn't tear through your paper. So that part is really nice. But this is the coolest thing. So this is what we call a reverse scoring rule. Now what it does is it fits right into your little grooves here. So if you need to make a score at 3 inches, you set it right in there. You take your paper. And again, if it's on the light board, you can see where it is that you're going to be scoring. You can see your rule come through it. But you're going to use the back side of your tool here. There's this little metal channel here on the back side of your tool, and that is what fits over the top of your metal. So then you just kind of line it up in the corner, and you score it that way. It feels a little weird. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you do, look how beautiful your score is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which way you fold it. It doesn't matter if you're with the grain or against the grain. You can fold valley side in, mountain side up, whatever you call it. You can do either way. You can also score tissue paper with it. Now, not that we typically need to, but I just want to show you how thin you can score. You can score tissue, you can score vellum, you can score anything like that, and it is not going to tear through. So not only are you going to get a super crisp fold, but you're not going to tear your paper, which is so fantastic. Now, as I mentioned, you can still use the ball stylus side. And if you got to do something every 1/4 of an inch to make a little accordion fold or anything like that, go ahead and use this side, because you're going to get a nice score that way. You're not going to break through it like you would with your bone folder. So this is at klmcrafting.com on special. So make sure you go look for the crease. It's the best scoring board, and you're never going to have to worry about ruining your expensive paper ever again. Mulberry paper, all the fun papers you can score right on.
And it works great with your light board. So
yes,
you can get both if you want.
You can get all the things. Because haven't we been shopping enough for our families for Christmas? Isn't it about time to get ourselves something?
Definitely.
Yes.
So during this sale, we have a special for you guys. We are giving away this cute little hat. This is from Foundations Decor. It's a little project. Everyone that places an order while supplies last is going to get this free little hat. You can make them into the cutest little things. I'm making this for, I made it for my kids' teachers. So I'm going to give them these little birthday hats. And so every time it's a child's birthday in their class, they can put it on their desk. And then that child will feel special for his or her birthday.
Yeah, and the hat is so cool. You can do just about anything with it. It's technically meant to be a birthday hat, but you can do Christmas hats.
We made a little Santa hat right there.
You could do Thanksgiving hats. These were her little place card holders for Thanksgiving with her 4 people that got to come for Thanksgiving this year. Or Halloween hats. Or you can make Easter hats. You can make Valentine hats. You can do all kinds of stuff for all of it.
Versatile.
They're very versatile. They're really fun and quick and easy to make. Paint them right on your glass mat. Use your glass mat as your paint palette. Do it all right on top of your light glitter. Get it all done. Everything can stick to your glass mat and whatever. So free gift with purchase. While supplies last, we have some left that we wanted to share with you guys here for Stampin' Scrapbook Expo. Mega make and take event. So make sure you go to, again, klmcrafting.com. That's where you're going to find all the specials. Use code FREESHIP for every order over $50. You'll get free shipping anywhere in the US. If you happen to be in Canada, just go to our website and
send us an email.
Send us an email through our contact form, and we will we'll subsidize the shipping for you so you can take advantage of that.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting all the virtual scrapbook and stamp shows and supporting KLM and Cutterpillar and all the great vendors out there. Thanks for watching and
thanks.
Happy holidays and happy crafting.